I have wanted to be in MBA program for a long time, and for me, choosing Aalto is a no-brainer. So Aalto is the best university in my mind in Finland, and it's also a strategic partner for my company in terms of talent acquisition and talent development. So for me, it's just a perfect fit.
Why really Aalto? I did consider a couple of different options, but I knew for sure that after being in two different universities in Estonia, I wanted to get kind of a very strong combination of academic and practical touch, which I was a bit lacking in Estonia. So I considered different schools in a neighborhood, and finally chose Aalto because of their strong reputation. Exactly the professors what I was looking were matching the expectation what I was looking for, and also the proximity that really taking 2 hours ferry to Helsinki, it kind of was pretty much similar to my studies in Tartu. So yeah, based on this combination and the program, of course, itself, which was very, very attractive for me, then I chose the Aalto University. And very happy with that decision.
I think it was roughly about 2 years ago, and I was going through some sort of an identity crisis, and I was kind of plateauing at work, and I really needed a spark. And I spoke to my spouse, friends, acquaintances, and they suggested me to look at an MBA, and that is where this whole journey started going forward. And today here I am, and I'm quite happy about the decision I took. And I think I'm very grateful to the advices which I've got from those people. They have been very, very good and significant for me.
In my case, pretty similar. I was also facing the crisis, but also I faced at work. I have grown quite fast. So then I thought I need to validate my growth with something to back it up. And then I thought let's try it out. Let's do an MBA. So in a way that I can trust myself, also have a little bit more skills development to support my work and daily basis. But also I was facing that I need to do something after being quite many years without doing much heavy studies.
I would say that because I have been living here for 16, 17 years and coming from a very different country, having a language barrier, it was pretty difficult for me to be part of the mainstream. I lived here long, but I was living in kind of silo within close community, and in the profession of technologists, I have very limited options to work in the English environment companies. So for me to break out of this, I thought that what could I do? I mean, I could go to some schools and start as a student, and I chose MBA. Somehow it appeared to me, and then I wasn't sure about it, but I interacted with you Aalto people, and then came to know a lot about it. And then of course, Aalto as a name anyone who steps here in the country, everyone knows about the Aalto. So that kind of prestige it is carrying for so many years. And then I also happened to talk to previous alumni, and they all had a very good responses, and the way they are doing in their career now, and those all things kind of combined encouraged me to join for this program. Yeah, that's how I ended up here.
Aalto MBA and MBA in general is kind of mid-career education, right? And I have at this time when I entered this program, I had about 10 years of experience, but it was more or less purely engineering experience. But as soon as I kind of became more experienced in my field, I needed to choose, will I go to the leadership or managerial position? I'm a very corporate guy also, but I'm as well from abroad, and I didn't know anything about the corporate life in Finland and business in general and how the market is constructed here. So my main goal was kind of to get knowledge about how the business really work here, and that school became to be a good way to study this.
So I live in Turku and I've been living in Finland for 5 years. So when I came here, I knew I wanted to do a master program and I was exploring different options. I was also thinking to come back to Italy. But number one reason I decided to do it in Finland is because of the informality that the Finnish education system has. Because in Italy, the education is great, but there's always a wall between students and professors. So it's always like there's a very high level of formality and this can bring you down a little bit. It doesn't encourage too much growth, but I was really amazed by the way in Finland, it doesn't matter what title you have, everyone is kind of on the same page. So that's why I decided to study in Finland, and then I chose Aalto because of the very high level of innovation and the focus on sustainability. So these two items were really what I was looking for in my master program. And then I also saw that the satisfaction level was very, very high. So the highest in the Nordics. So I just got convinced that this was the place to be.